Alright, Nate. Just played against this Jeff guy again. He was the guy that got the turn 2 hasted Blight Dragon against me. This is a fucking awesome game. I hope it does not bug out. Naturally, he gets to go first again. I have a good draw. Obviously, I've got Acceleration if needed, Sculpting Steel for a quick Soul Ring or something, Force and Memory Lapse. He's got the old tap 1 black and play Mana Crypt play. I have to counter it, of course. So he tutors here. I figure he's probably going to go get some form of Disruption or even worse, Necro. But drawing Fire Ice is really nice here, because it keeps him off a turn, gives me another opportunity to draw a counterspell to stop whatever he's going to get. But I think he probably got Duress, or maybe he just top decked it. Takes my Rewind. So this is clearly what he got, and he probably just top decked the Duress. I mean, his draw is just incredible against me again. Going first, getting Crypt, Demonic Tutor for Soul Ring, and Duress. I mean, how do you win, right? You top deck Spell Crumple like a fucking champion. Runs out his Blight Dragon. Crumple it. Now, normally that would be decisive against this deck, because, I mean, it basically he's just playing mono black control with all Disruption and card advantage, and just that thing is a finisher. So putting it on the bottom is pretty powerful, but if your opponent's playing a million Demonic Tutors, then they can just get it back. I thought about going to get a Strip Mine here, but didn't really see the point of it. I figured copying his Soul Ring and just ramping my mana is more important. I thought for a long time about playing the Chalice or whether or not to wait, but I figure I can't really bluff a counterspell off that mana, and if he draws another discard spell, I lose the source of mana, which might make a difference later on. So I just decided to play it with the option to go get a Strip Mine or Ancient Tomb or something. Plus, if he has land destruction, I may need to be able to go get more red, because Nin right now is really how I'm going to try to win this game. But this game just keeps getting from bad, goes from bad to worse. So he scryings for 3 and casts Beseech the Queen with 5 mana, which is enough to get his stupid dragon back, but he gets Diabolic Revelation. So now, considering that he's got 5 there, plus 2 and an additional 1 in hand, he has triple Demonic Tutor next turn. I have no cards in my hand, so I have to just fetch out a Strip Mine here just to keep the number of things he can tutor for down. Yeah, of course I can close that. Let me close that for you. There you go. You want to put your dinosaurs in there. They might like to hide right inside of there.
No, this goes in there.
Okay, well that goes in there then. Okay, so where was I? So I get Strip Mine, hoping to just curtail the number of things he can tutor for. If he's got a Ritual or Lake of the Dead or Cabal Coffers, so toast. I really actually think that card is Diabolic Revelation is pretty amazing, actually, for mono black control. I mean, you can just like with 10 mana with Mana Ramp or something, you can just tutor for 5 cards. I mean, how do you lose? It's pretty incredible, actually. I think I'm probably going to try to build a Blight Dragon deck later. It's definitely the best black commander. So I Strip Mine here, play Nin, and cross my fingers. I mean, I'm basically dead. So he plays another land. And this is nice. Actually, this whole play was kind of set up. I really wanted to just play Nin here and hope. That was part of the reason why I got the Strip Mine. I really wanted to induce him to tap out completely and not kill the Nin. Because at least I've got a shot here. I can draw a bunch of extra cards. I bluff a counter there. Just get him to think about it. He gets 2 cards. I draw Preordain, and I figure it's the same as drawing an extra card, but I get to see 3 deep, so maybe I can draw a counterspell here versus just using Nin to draw 5. And there's a big risk involved, of course, of tapping out here. I don't want to tap out main step. I figure maybe he's gotten some discard, mass discard again, which would totally destroy me. But at the same time, I don't really want to let him untap, because then he kills Nin as an instant, and I'm so far behind I probably can never come back.
Daddy, it's time to give rice and beans for me.
Okay, we'll go in just a few minutes. As soon as I'm done recording this. I know it fell down. So there's a Flooded Strand and top on top, which does nothing. So I'm just going to hope the top card is better, and it's nothing. So I think for a long time about just tapping out to draw 5. But I don't really see the point of doing that given that he just double demonic tutored. He'll probably play the dragon and attack me, and if I don't draw an immediate solution, I die. I can't even bluff a counter. Or worse, he could mind twist all the cards I just drew. So, I mean, I don't really know how you win from this position, but I figure untapping is the best plan. Maybe he keeps mana untapped just to kill Nin.
Dad, I want a piece. I love those.
I know you do. Here, have some of the... I'm giving Desmond a little bit of cherry fruit roll. Sorry.
I love that.
I know, it's yummy. Here you go, have that. Here, watch what I'm doing. Okay, so here he goes. Taps 5. Casts the Blight Dragon. I think about drawing 5 in response. But, I don't know. I mean, unless I draw, what, Pact of Negation, I have no chance to stop it. I figure it's better to just wait. Let's see what he does. So he hastes. Attacks. Alright, here goes nothing. Tap out. And, I mean, if he was a smart player, he would have tutored for an instant removal, I think, with his Diabolic Revelation.
Wood.
Yep, he would have. But instead, he did not.
No, I've been
I get to draw 5, and look how amazing it is. Look at all those solutions to the Blight Dragon. Yep. So I untap. Draw a copy artifact. So now I'm just going to ramp mana.
Dad, were you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Nate. I'm recording something for Nate to listen to. Play the Grim Monolith, shatter his Soul Ring. I mean, how dead am I here, right? And it gets worse next turn. Oh, please don't climb on my arm. Don't climb on my arm, okay? So he sends over the Blight Dragon. I'm one... Well, I'll give you a little bit more. No, I can't give you the whole thing. It'll make a big mess. Sorry, this video is going on forever. Here, have that. Look, it helps to have me unpeel it for you. Well, here. Alright, only because I'm trying to record something. You can do what you will with that. So I'm down to lethal damage here next turn. Look at this, Necro. With my opponent at 37. Yeah, this game's looking really good. He thought seizes me. And now, obviously, a good player, what do they do here? They Necro for 1,000,000. They Necro for like 25 or 20 and just kill Nin and you win the game. Instead, this guy just Necros, like he over-Necros by 1. I sack my land. And you're going to love what he does here next. So he discards some crap, some lands. And he lets me draw Condescend instead of killing my guy immediately. Because obviously I have to just tap out here. This is so ridiculous. So I go for 9. Figuring I've got enough mana there to get Metamorph and Counterspell. But he's got Doomblade. All he had to do was cast Doomblade on his main at the end of his turn and kill Nin and I just die. Instead, I top deck Condescend and counter. Yes, this is what I wanted to do for you before. But you were so insistent on me giving you the whole thing. Here. Sorry, Nate, this is the world's longest 12-turn game. Alright, here. You got this? Okay. So I Condescend, and I see... Oh, sorry, I saw Mana Drain. What did I see? Well, I think I saw Mana Drain and Metamorph. There they are right there. But I got Cyclonic Rift. So there's still hope. Not a lot of hope. My opponent has Necro in play, and I can't take a hit from Blight Dragon, but there's some hope. So I throw away Simulacrum and a land, and Thada, which is going to do nothing. So look what he casts on me here. Head Games. Oh, so brutal. And I pierce it, and I'm just hoping maybe he'll let it go. Maybe. But of course he does the right thing and he pays, so I have to Rift. And now this beautiful hand that totally wins me the game, probably, with Forbid, Drain, and Flux, as well as Metamorph and a million mana. Instead of that, I have 5 islands. And he necros again just twice, because you wouldn't want to over necro when you're at 26. And look what I top deck here. Pro. Hinder. Play an island. I just can't believe this game. It's so he Grim Tutors. And of course, like, he should just get, I don't know, Dark Ritual, so he can go disrupt me, cast Blight Dragon, and kill me. Instead, I don't know what the fuck he got, actually. That's right, he was AFK for a few minutes from a disconnect. So he taps out, runs the Blight Dragon into Hinder. Down it goes to the bottom of his deck for the millionth time. So he necros a few times, end of turn, I untap the Monolith. And he only has 1 black, so he can't even probably kill it as an instant. I draw Fellwar Stone. And I draw 10 here. Boom. And look at this. Counterspell, Leak, Crumple, Dismiss, Pact. 5 counters drawn. As well as the Crucible to recur that Strip Mine. So I just play a land. I think about casting the Fellwar Stone. I realize I've got exactly enough mana to do 3 hard counters. So I just throw away all the extra land and Fellwar Stone and junk. Game on. 7-7. So you cast this thing. And obviously, because it's got a crazy flashback cost, I have to just counterspell it with Crumple. Get it out of the game. Plays Lake of the Dead. Sacks a bunch of land. Cast Runescarred Demon, which I can mana leak. But I decided to dismiss it just to look at extra cards. Plus, if he has a ritual there, that would be awful. And he forgets to necro. I play the Crucible and get rid of the thing. Cast Nin again, and I've still got basically 3 hard counters in my hand. Play the top. He plays Liliana. Leak it. He necros again. Down to 15. And look what's on top of my deck here. See that? See that? Rolling Earthquake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 mana. How beautiful is that? So he over necros here and realizes that I'm about to draw about 20 more cards, and he concedes. Incredible game, man. Sorry this video took 12 and a half minutes or 13 minutes, but hopefully it was worth it. I'll see you later.